Welcome to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master with Arena Championship Series East from the Huntington Center in Toledo, Ohio. I'm Scott Jordan, and here's your lineup for today's action in Toledo. Weston Anderson, the 2022 Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year, leads the series. Plus some strong competitors here today through 4 competitions. We'll try to take him out for the overall event championship. Up first, it's Time Racing, and it's the rookie out of Denair, California, Hunter Souza in Earthshaker. He has a racing win already here in Toledo, trying to make it 2 as he rounds the corner, has to do a little brake check, goes way wide onto the right, and gets up over the pod, crosses the chalk line, and 11.542 is the time. Next up, representing Zombie Nation, it's Chad Tingler in Zombie, as he will now try to take the lead away from Earthshaker. And a great start off the jump around that turning box. They cannot hit that turning box out of that chalk line, or it is a 5-second penalty. And then clips the pod, has the brake check, big time brake check, as he's gonna have to straighten this thing out. Zombie having some mechanical gremlins creeping up there on Chad Tingler. He's gonna try to finish this out. He is able to get it refire, now makes the turn up on top of the ramp, going across gingerly over that chalk line. And Zombie does finish, so A for effort there for Chad Tingler, 24.792. Next up, it's Chad's teammates with Monster Trucks Unlimited out of Michigan. This is Frank Krimmel in Stone Crusher. Frank is off to a hot start as well. Nice corner there by Stone Crusher. Great angle on the straightaway. Checks it up again, goes deep this time. Doesn't have to brake check too much, does go a little wide, gets it straightened out. And a nice run there for Stone Crusher, 12.360. Here comes the series points leader out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. It's Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Off the line goes Gravedigger, gets a nice turn, gets it straight. Again, made that deep drift, so he's got a straight line as soon as he turns the truck. Then goes really wide over the log. He's got to come up here and get the 2 front wheels down, and he does 10.833. That is the new fastest time, and Weston Anderson is your current leader. Now representing Team Throttle Monster, it's Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack. He has 2 racing wins already in Toledo, trying to go 3 out of the weekend here, and Dalton Widener now trying to take the lead away from Weston Anderson. Goes wide again, has to brake, check it up. Big top jump for Jurassic Attack, and then grazes the 2 front wheels, 10.583, and Dalton Widener now has the fastest time. Here's the 2019 World Finals Speedster Racing Champion, Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. And he goes down the straightaway, clips the pod there with that front left wheel. That's gonna cost him. Has to go wide over the log and across the line. 11.333 is the time. Out next, the 2022 Monster Jam Entertainer of the Year. This is Bernard Light in Megalodon. He hits the throttle there. Megalodon now coming across, trying to get the nice turn on the J-hook. Nice air and over-end jump. And 10.542, that is your new fastest time of the day. Our final competitor, the 2019 World Finals Freestyle Champion out of El Paso, Texas. This is Lindsay Reed in Scooby-Doo. Light goes green. She's standing there at the starting line waiting for it. Finally does. Gets out of the starting line pretty quick. Clips the back wheel up on the tarp, and that might slow her down a little bit. Some nice air over the chalk line, 11.250. And that means Bernard Light is going to win this. So Bernard Light gets a racing win here at Toledo. You might see that a few more times if he wins a few more competitions. He gets 8 points with the win as we check out our first BKT overall point standings. Dalton Widener in 2nd, Weston Anderson 3rd, Lindsay Reed in 4th, and Armando Castro in 5th. 1 down and 3 to go. Megalodon off to a great start. We got a long way to go in Toledo. The Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge is next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30 with Arena Championship Series East in Toledo. Next up is the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Each driver has the opportunity to wow the crowd with a maneuver on 2 wheels, and they have 2 attempts to do so. They are judged by fans and attendants on creativity and execution. And here's your top 5. Coming in 5th, Earthshaker's Hunter Souza. He comes right off the pod, gets it right on the nose into a moonwalk back up over the pod, and 7.473 is the score. In fourth place, a racing winner, Bernard Light, goes for a reverse stop. He gets it, goes right into the wheelie, all the way across and back down. So a big time wheelie there for Megalodon. And his second attempt goes for a sky wheelie, gets a nice angle on the truck. Full 180-degree spin on the wheels, 8.991 for Bernard Light. In third, Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack with a popper into a nose wheelie, moonwalks it right there, almost on the center of that pod. Now he's got the chalk line right between the wheels, and he's gonna keep it there, lays it back down on all four BKT tires. And guess what? That's just attempt number one. He gets another one, and now he's gonna glide it in, going for a popper again. This time he gets it. Perfect execution, catches it right on the front two wheels, and now he's got that Jurassic Attack mouth and nose right there to the ground. Gonna turn the wheels, toggle that rear steer switch, and crab walk this thing all the way into that 20-second time limit. And now the nose wheelie, and he's gonna have to set this down here. He might try to get it up a little more. Take a look at those LED lights. That is trademark Team Throttle Monster. And Dalton Widener, I think, could have gone about a minute up there on Jurassic Attack. 9.142, but hey, that was only good enough for third place, as here comes Armando Castro in El Toro Loco, one of the best in the business in this competition, right off the pod into the nose wheelie. There is the smoke out of the nose of El Toro Loco. That ignites the El Toro Loco fans here at the Huntington Center. And now he's just gonna hold it here and show off his skills in the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. Gotta edge it out ever so slowly, gets it back down on all four BKTs. And now attempt number two for Armando Castro, going for the popper. Gets it. We saw Dalton Widener do this. We didn't see the Jurassic Attack with the smoke, but we do see it from El Toro Loco. 9.212. Finally getting the win here, Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Trademark Weston here across the pod. Again, just did exactly what Armando did, except kept it closer to the edge of that pod, right by the ramp. Now he's got all kinds of room. You see those red headlights of Gravedigger just shining right on that dirt. And now he's gonna back it up into a moonwalk, slow control. He's gonna try for the teeter-totter, and he gets the seesaw wheelie on the back side of the ramp for a combo move here from Gravedigger. And final attempt here for Weston Anderson, the series points leader, trying to take the event. Comes back off the pod again into a moonwalk, catches it right before the lip, and brings it back down. Unbelievable control for the young kid out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Nose wheelie extreme right in front of Jurassic Attack, telling Dalton Widener, hey, I saw what you did. I'm gonna do it better, and I'm gonna take the win here today. And now moonwalks it right again, trying for the teeter-totter. Huge reverse popper into a wheelie, and finally, it's over, folks. 9.511. That's Weston's third skills win in Toledo, and he is going to add 8 more points to his total as we take a look now at the BKT overall point standings after 2. Weston Anderson jumps to the top of the leaderboard. Dalton Widener, Bernard Light with 13 apiece. Armando Castro with 11, and Lindsey Reed with 8, rounding out the top 5. We're only halfway through the event, and the event championship is still up for grabs. Donuts and Freestyle are coming up in Toledo when Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master, returns. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. The third competition here at the Huntington Center is Monster Jam Donuts. Fans in attendance were once again scoring based on momentum, execution, and number of revolutions. And here's our top 3. Lindsey Reed in Scooby-Doo getting up on the podium here, trying to get out of that 5th spot and move up on the leaderboard. She gets a 9.223. Then it was Weston Anderson in Gravedigger, that Gravedigger lineage with the donuts, so powerful. Some of the most powerful donuts you'll see in all of Monster Jam. Gets that front right BKT up in the air, 9.265. And Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack, he's gonna take the win here. Comes right in hot, gets it almost into a cyclone. Now he's got it with the 2 wheels up, break dance on the landing. And Dalton Widener getting a big win here, 9.377. That is Dalton's first competition win of the day, which means he's getting those 8 points which come with it. And now after 3, we have a tie atop the leaderboard between Dalton Widener and Weston Anderson at 21, Bernard Light with 15, Lindsey Reed with 14, Hunter Sousa, Armando Castro with 12 apiece, Frank Krimmel with 8, and Chad Tingler with 5. We're now down to the final competition of the day, and it's freestyle. Each driver gets 60 seconds to perform their best freestyle run. To get a score, drivers must complete the first 15 seconds. And fans are once again judging. They want to see him use every obstacle on this pod. They want to see creativity. They want to see technical moves, combinations, and of course a wow moment or two. And on the track first, it's the 2019 World Finals Speedster Racing champion Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. He has a freestyle win here this weekend already, trying to make it two here. So Armando comes in now off the pod with a great jump here. Trying to take the series away from Weston Anderson, but Weston has a huge series lead over Armando coming into this event. 181 points is the lead. That is the largest gap between first and second in Monster Jam, and that's going to do it. Take a look at the original Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Big air for Armando Castro. 7.456 is the score, and that will pace the competition. Next up out of Stuart Strat, Virginia, it's Chad Tingler and Zombie. Chad with a nice technical move to start off, goes for the sky wheelie, ends up making it a combo finesse move with those two back BKT wheels dragging across the edge of that pod, across, and then now some big air for Zombie, cross-threading action across the left side of that pod. Former Gravedigger driver where he spent 10 years behind the wheel, now firmly a member of Zombie Nation, finished 5th on Arena Championship Series East in 2022, and he's made 8 World Finals appearances in his career, and that is all she wrote for Zombie Nation. Take a look here at the original Super Glue. Glued to the action replay. Wheelie up over the single log. 6.652 for Chad Tingler. Now it's time for Hunter Souza in Earthshaker out of Denair, California. The rookie riding for Team Throttle Monster, second generation driver and teammate to Dalton Widener. Hunter Souza, an accomplished hockey player, competed with Team USA in hockey at the Junior Olympics when he was just 11. Decided he wanted to follow in his dad's footsteps. His dad, Jeff Souza, a Monster Jam veteran, is filled in this season on Stadium Championship Series Red. Hunter made his debut in 2022 driving Wrecking Machine. Now he's got this Earthshaker truck, this gigantic Earthshaker Tonka truck. Imagine wanting to play with trucks when you were a kid and still being able to do that as an adult and drive this thing around for a living. And Hunter is having a stellar rookie season, and he is trying to put together a run here. And unfortunately, time is up, but the score is up as well. And the big air gets Hunter Souza the lead, 7.766, and that is now the score to beat in freestyle. Crowd having a great time here, going nuts for the rookie. We've seen some great runs in freestyle so far, but we are just getting started. More high-flying action with the E-Series is on the way when Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master returns. Welcome back to Arena in 30 powered by Spin Master with Arena Championship Series East at the Huntington Center in Toledo. And as freestyle continues out of Albany, Georgia, it's Bernard Light in Megalodon. He is currently 3rd in the overall event standings, just 6 points off the lead, and he already has a racing win today. He would love to double down here in freestyle and jump up to the top of that leaderboard, and it's moves like that that are going to get it done. And Bernard Light going for a backflip. He's going to come up a little short. He's got to back it up, get a little more momentum. Slides the throttle up, hits it. Here's the backflip for Bernard Light. He's going to land it. A little shove of the front 2 BKT tires off the tire stack. And he's got some room for more and some time for more. And here goes Bernard Light with the wow factor of the day, that 8-pack backflip. And he nailed it, absolutely brilliant execution. Huge sky wheelie. This is a winning freestyle run, folks. We'll see if it holds. Take a look at the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay. Incredible backflip, great landing, 9.658 for Bernard Light, well deserved. And there's another backflip for the fans here. That is now the score to beat in freestyle. Next up out of Roseville, Michigan, riding for Monster Trucks Unlimited, it's Frank Krimmel and Stone Crusher. Not many drivers in any sport, any motorsport, can say they retired and then they unretired and came back and were just as competitive as they were before when they retired. But Frank Krimmel has done that. He's been around for many years in Monster Jam, stepped away after a long career, and then moved into the broadcast booth for a little bit, came out of retirement in 2022. And he's also a guy with a lot of World Finals experience. He's made 8 appearances behind the wheel. Would love to go back again. One automatic bid goes to the series winner on the East. And right now that spot belongs to Gravedigger's Weston Anderson. Frank Kimmel trying for a donut, runs out of room. And take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. Nice jump there off the ramp, nearly clears it, just slided that left BKT on the back across the ramp, 6.773, and that means Megalodon is still our leader. Our next competitor is the 2019 World Finals Freestyle champion. It's Lindsay Reed in Scooby-Doo. And she has had an incredible start to her career, winning the showdown in 2019, which earned her a spot in the main field at World Finals that same year in Orlando. She came out in round 1, won her race, and then had to withdraw from the competition due to mechanical issues on the truck, but that didn't stop her from coming out early in freestyle and winning it all. The first driver to win the showdown and freestyle in the same year. And an unbelievable year she had in 2019. She would love to get back and defend her championship. She has not had a chance yet to defend that World Freestyle Championship after spending a year away from the sport after having a new addition to her family. So Lindsay Reed, a fierce competitor. And take a look here at the original super glue glued to the action replay. The big time sky wheelie pogo bounce on the back 2 BKT tires, end over end on the landing, 8.090. The crowd behind her, but the lead still belongs to Bernard Light in Megalodon. Things now heating up as Weston Anderson and Gravedigger comes onto the track. Shades of the two-wheel skills challenge comes right across the pod. He knows what he wants to do, comes right down into a stoppie. Nose wheelie, tries to get a moonwalk, doesn't quite get the angle on the truck. And that means he's got to ride this thing, brake check, floater jump across the sky here in Toledo. And now he's going to cross thread coming off the right side of that double log stack. This kid had one of the greatest Monster Jam rookie seasons in history, if not the greatest. The youngest son of Dennis Anderson started out in the mega truck world with Bog Hog, who has become very famous on YouTube as well. Now he gets in the seat of Gravedigger, wins Rookie of the Year, wins a series championship, and now trying to win his second straight series championship. But first up is today's overall event championship. He's got to take that one away from Dalton Wider. Just short, but a great catch for Weston Anderson. He's got the save. Nearly over-rotated off the landing, pulled it right back into second, into reverse, and then gets a great combo move to boot. So a well-done technical move here. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. So all that does not even get him the lead. 9.094 is his score, and Bernard Light still holding on to that freestyle lead. Our final competitor is Dalton Wider in Jurassic Attack. He is tied with Weston Anderson at the top of the leaderboard. So if he beats Weston in freestyle, he will take the event championship. If he doesn't, it'll belong to Weston Anderson. That's a score to beat from Megalodon. Dalton Wider out of Knoxville, Tennessee, representing Team Throttle Monster. Had a solid start to his career on the independent circuit. Came into Monster Jam out of nowhere and had a stellar season last year. And now in a series title race here on the East with Armando Castro and Weston Anderson. Jurassic Attack, a lot of room here, starts hitting the throttle, goes up. Thought he was going to have a little more air, but instead accelerated across the other side to keep that momentum going. Jurassic Attack now grazing the 2 tires onto the tire stack across here to the near side of the track. There's his teammate Earthshaker looking on. Single log jump, brake check, nice landing on all 4s. Now he's got to tiptoe his way around the trucks to come back for more, running out of time. Over the tire stack again, nearly clears the pod. And that is all for Jurassic Attack. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. 7.893 is the score for Dalton Wider in Jurassic Attack. So Bernard Light's going to get the freestyle win here. He will get 8 points as we take a look at our final BKT overall point standings. Weston Anderson wins this with 28. Dalton Wider finishes in second, and Bernard Light finishes in third. For Weston, it's his 4th straight event win here in Toledo. And let's hear from our overall event champion.
Weston, Dalton line, you're going into the freestyle competition. How did you ensure you take home the championship?
Man, I had to come out here and I had to go Gravedigger style. I had to go big. I had to get those combo moves. And I didn't know. I thought that he was about to take me out, but we ended up getting second place in freestyle. That just goes to show you don't have to win everything to be consistent. Consistency is key, and it paid off tonight, baby.
With your championships wins, you have been very consistent. This is your 9th win in a row, your 9th overall evening championship. What are you doing to ensure that you're getting better from week to week, continuously improving your tricks?
You know, every time we come out here on the track, it is practice for us. We get to show out for all these fans, and I just try and do my best, and every single weekend we just try and get better and better, and it's paying off. I hope I can go to World Finals this year, go to Nashville, get the Tour Championship once again. It would be awesome. Hey, I got to give a shout out to Bernard, though, right here. He had an awesome freestyle run, and I know he wants to say something about it, because that was the prettiest backflip I have ever seen.
Hey, I appreciate the help.
You what did you do to make sure that you could execute that accurately and land safely?
Look, I cannot take full credit for that because I take as much information from Weston Anderson, from Lindsey Reed, from Armando Castro, each and every one of the athletes out here. We all help each other, and I ask a lot of questions. As y'all know, this is not the first thing that I've been a part of. You know, I started off as a cheerleader, going through, I'm a stuntman as well, and this is the only motorsports background that I really have. I learned so much from the other athletes, and I think that each and every one of y'all out there should take that into everything that you do. You are not the best. There's always someone better. But as long as you pull it all in and make sure you know where you come from and know what's going on and ask those questions and make sure you're learning, stay humble, everything will work out.
Make some noise for your freestyle competition winner, Bernard Light.
Thank you, Sid and Quill. Weston Anderson showing some much-deserved respect to Megalodon's Bernard Light, who had the freestyle run of the night, took the win, also a racing win. But in the end, it was Weston Anderson with his 4th straight overall event win in Toledo and his 9th straight overall event win on Arena Championship Series East. And that means that Gravedigger continues on with the series points lead as we are well on the road to World Finals 22 in Nashville. Make sure you follow us on social media at Monster Jam for all the latest news and updates for all things sports related. Head to monsterjam.com. That is all the time we have from Toledo. It's been a great day. Thanks for joining us. I'm Scott Jordan. I will see you right here next time on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master.